Oh man, so the next 3 to 4 days are going to be huge for COTI and ADA. We've just found something which could be the catalyst to take COTI to $2, and no doubt Cardano will move as well. We're going to share that with you. We're going to take a look at the charts. But first, if you still haven't signed up for your free tokens, please do check that out. You've got an amazing offer on Swissborg right now for you guys who aren't signed up with Swissborg. You can receive up to 100 euros when you deposit 50 euros, and you can take that straight back out as well. You can also get $10 in free Bitcoin with Coinbase, and also BlockFi are offering $10 in free Bitcoin as well when you'd fund $100. Again, you can take those out. So check those links in the description. Get yourself signed up. You can never have too many exchanges ready to buy the dip on your favorite coins when needed. So don't get caught out. Now, let's head straight into the charts, because what we can see here on COTI, and you guys will remember we're forming this cup and handle pattern. We've been speaking about it for a while. We broke out of the initial handle, went and met our price target, and then we ended up in now what I can identify as another channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the daily chart, and you can see exactly where we're getting to now. If you look at this yellow channel, we're getting a breakout exactly as predicted, right? So this is the perfect breakout right now. And the top of the breakout is the top of the wedge, which ties in perfectly with the infamous 66-cent resistance. And we know we've struggled with this 66-cent mark. We've struggled a few times up here, and no doubt we'll need some volume to break us through today. But guess what? We've got a catalyst coming up, which could not be better timed. So as we're coming up towards this, we're going to need some more volume coming in. We're going to need the RSI to be in our favor. And we've got the perfect catalyst because COTI are announcing the launch of their MainNet 2.0 on the 2nd of November, guys. So we're just a couple of days away. Let's take a look at what this means. So you can see here the company, the upgrade will feature scalability and speed capabilities, as well as optimum COTI, optimum COTI platform, okay? So let's take a look at the quote. The release of MainNet 2.0 will allow COTI's network to grow further, supporting a wide range of financial technologies and use cases for enterprise and merchants, as well as COTI users. So guys, the bit I want to point you to is this bit here. So you can see here, although COTI's trust chain infrastructure, which is integrated into the current mainnet, is capable of processing 100,000 transactions per second. Guys, 100,000 transactions per second already. We know that, right? Visa, this is Visa, yeah? Visa does around 1,700 transactions per second, guys. I hope that puts that into perspective of how powerful COTI is, and it's just a matter of time. And, you know, this is a long-term play, COTI, but it's just a matter of time before they take over all of the payment processing. And we did the analysis. Type into my channel. You can see how we did the analysis of how big COTI can become if it just takes a portion of PayPal's market cap, of Visa's market cap. So this is crazy, but it's at 100,000, and they've made changes to make it even faster. Okay, in version 2.0. So this is just getting ridiculous now. So they're making some crazy partnerships, and this is really going to be the catalyst for us to head higher on COTI. So you can see that's the breakout on our target. We want to meet the 66 cents mark. Now, the good thing is if we break out of this second handle, our initial cup and handle pattern isn't invalidated, and we can still head towards the 80-cent target. But even that is super conservative, guys. So if we switch over to our weekly view, you will know my Fibonacci retracements take us to a price target of $1. But even that's not going to be enough, guys. With this kind of news, we could easily be heading to $2 on COTI. And if you just look at this weekly chart, how it's gearing up, I mean, just taking you to the top of the wedge here easily gets you to 80 cents, which is the initial momentum we want. But I can seriously see this being a massive mover for COTI, because if you look at how Cardano and COTI move, they move on fundamentals. Because these are the type of projects that don't go on hype. They don't go on, trying to, get pumped up with some event. They just try to work on their project. And that's why I'm really impressed with this COTI MainNet 2.0. This is a serious upgrade, no different to how the Alonzo hard fork was a serious upgrade for ADA. Now, with time, whether that gets priced in over the next couple of days, I don't know. But with time, this just means that they're really here to stay, and they're really taking this long-term project seriously. And that is why I value Cardano and COTI. Speaking of Cardano, let's take a look at the Cardano chart as well, because I know a lot of you guys have been requesting this, and you can see Cardano's been in this triangle for a very long time now, and it looks like it broke to the downside, right? It broke to the downside. You got it all the way down at $1.80, and for me, that's an amazing dip buy. If you can pick up ADA, anything less than $2, even at $2 is going to seem really cheap, because you got to remember, you're at 2/3 of the all-time highs already. ADA's already proven that it can get to $3.16. So when the market's feeling a bit more positive and things like ADA are more in favor, this is going to shoot to $5 and $10 beyond. And when you look back and say, I was picking up ADA at $1.80, $2, it's going to seem really cheap to you. I remember when I was buying really cheaply, and then it became very difficult for me to buy here, right? But I maintained my discipline and I forced myself to keep buying in these levels, right? And then when it goes up to $3, I was happy that obviously I bought in these levels. But when you've got a low cost basis, your cognitive bias kicks in, right? You need to be discipline from a psychology perspective to keep buying into your favorite projects every time it dips down. Because if you just bought here once, or you bought ADA because your friend told you at 30 cents, but then you never built a big enough position, somebody can build a position at $2 and make more profit than you, right? That's because it's about your cost position and how big the position is. So you need to keep on the dips, accumulating and building your positions in long-term plays, guys. So for me, something like ADA is a 10-year play, right? I really think they're going to be one of the dominant powerhouses, along with Ethereum, along with Solana. These guys can really stick around for a long time, and therefore anytime we get any dip towards its longer term moving averages, I'm really interested in picking it up. And you can see the last time it touched the 200-day blue moving average, look at the move it went on, and now we've just touched that again, guys. So this is a major indication for us to be bullish on Cardano. Okay, look at that touch, and boom. So the last time it touched it, let's take the measured move from the bottom here. It went all the way to all-time highs, 2xing. Okay, guys. So if we were to do that same movement here, we're not going to have enough space in our charts, but we'll try nonetheless. And if we were to take it from there and we're to 200x, yeah, it's going to go off our chart. So you're talking. Let's bring it down. All right, now we can do it. So let's take it from there, and we'll go 200x. And your 200x from here would take you to a $4 Cardano, right? So we've got to be cognizant, we've got to be wary of these things. Yes, it's been flipping bullish and bearish on the daily EMA ribbon. It's not found out its pattern, but it's exactly what it did last time, right? This should remind you of this, and I've even put the rectangle there for you guys. And I think this COTI announcement will really help it move forward, because they're both going to move together. As COTI moves, Algorand move, any amazing developments on COTI will help ADA as well. The other thing I want to point out on the COTI daily chart is, look at this. When you had the Bitcoin dump, we held our EMA ribbon so strongly. Look at the second daily candle here. This is called a bullish engulfing candle. Whenever you see a bullish engulfing candle, it normally means a massive move is about to come. So I can easily see us getting to the top of the wedge at 66. If the great announcement comes on November the 2nd and it goes really smoothly, I can really see that heading us to $8 to $1 and beyond, with a target in November of hopefully $2 on COTI. So really good news on COTI. Really sets it up nicely towards the end of the year on COTI. It's taken its time. We kind of had our breakout of the cup and handle pattern, then it consolidated back down again, but it's just a matter of time before COTI and the value of COTI, as it being the JED issuer of the gas fees on the Cardano network, gets priced in. This is such a small market cap play relative to some of the others, but it's such a big market, the payment space. I mean, if you've not watched my fundamental breakdowns on COTI, go check those out, because the payment space is massive. If you look at the market caps of things like PayPal and Visa, that's who COTI is competing with, right? They're not competing with layer one solutions. They're a payment gateway. So this is absolutely huge. We've already seen with Ada Pay that they're doing a lot of integrations with great platforms, CARDANO, etc. And this is really going to lead to a lot of proliferation where people are buying through the Ada Pay, which is powered by COTI. So absolutely huge for COTI. Really looking forward to the 2nd of November. And hopefully that should have some bullish momentum for the price, because it's been going for sideways quite a while. Volume can kick in, plenty of room on the RSI for us to run. So all looking good from a technical perspective and a fundamental perspective for COTI. So as always, guys, if you like my blend between fundamental and technical analysis, that's what we pride ourselves on this in this community, is to bring that blend between fundamentals and technicals. Anybody who tells you you just need one and not the other, they're not being completely honest with you. You need to blend the two. You can have the most beautiful chart chart pattern. If the fundamentals don't align, not so great. But when you get a situation like this, where the chart pattern is telling you we're bullish, and you know there's some fundamental news and a catalyst around the corner, when you could tie the two together, your probability of it moving in the direction you want really does multiply. So if you enjoy that, please hit the like button and subscribe. As always, don't forget to claim your free money on Coinbase, BlockFi, and Swissborg. The links are all in the description. I mean, you've got at least $120 there to pick up. So go set up your accounts there, and I will see you in the next one.